The white flag is raised. They're off in the Paddy Irish Gold Cup over 3 miles, a shortish run to the first of 17 fences, and it's Paul Nichols Frodon straight into the lead, followed by Kemboy as they race on to the second fence, which is the first of 4 ditches. The leading pair are tracked by Conflated and Delta Work, the white cap, Manila Indo next, and then Janadil. As they jump the second fence, out the back in these early stages are Styrian Forlange and stable companion Silos Emery. Heading on to fence number 3, in the lead is Frodon and Briny Frost from Kemboy and Paul Townend, last year's winner. Kemboy, who boasts a terrific course record. On the inside is Conflated, the mount of Davy Russell. Out wide is Delta Work and Jack Kennedy. In between horses is Manila Indo and Robbie Power, and then our Styrian Forlange and Brian Cooper. On the inside is Janadil and Mark Walsh with the back marker Silas Emery and Sean O'Keefe as they make their way towards the second ditch. In the lead, Frodon and Kemboy, separated by a length, half a length back to the third running Conflated, 2 lengths up. Slight mistake there by Kemboy. And also a slight error at the back by Silos Emery as they come across to the fence on the turn into the straight number 6 this time. And it's Frodon the leader from Kemboy and Conflated. Delta Work next on the outside, previous winner. And last year's third as they come on the approach to the straight. Menelendo next, and then the grey Styrian Forlange, Janadil and Silos Emery, the final couple as they turn into the straight. 2 miles and 1 to go from this point. And Kemboy draws alongside Frodon as they come to the fence in the straight number 7 and the last one next time. Change of leader, Kemboy picks it up from Frodon, and then in third is Conflated and Delta Work tracks with Styrian Forlange and Menelendo. After the Cheltenham Gold Cup winner Janadil and Silos Emery. They've jumped 7 as they file up in front of the stands in the Paddy Irish Gold Cup. They've 10 fences left to jump soon at the halfway stage. And wide apart Kemboy and Frodon, being followed by Conflated and Delta Work close up in fourth, and then Styrian Forlange, who's creeping up in behind the leaders with Menelendo and then Janadil and Silos Emery. Little or no changes as they turn away to the 2 fences past the stands. They've got 10 left to jump. And little between Kemboy and Frodon, the blue and white jacket on the inside. The Ladbrokes Chase winner. In third is Conflated, and fourth is Delta Work, and then Styrian Forlange, being followed by Manila Indo, Janadil, and Silos Emery. The outsider continues in last place as they pass the halfway stage. Going to the second fence past the stands, this is 9 from the finish. Kemboy and Frodon. Frodon landed in the lead over that one from Kemboy, being followed by Conflated and Delta Work, and in between those two is Menelendo, tracked by Styrian Forlange, Janadil, and Silos Emery, the final couple. Turning into the back straight, they're inside halfway. Another 8 fences left to jump. And it's Frodon and Kemboy first and second. No changes there. Being followed by Conflated, tracked by Menelindo and the Star Jacket. Delta Work next with Styrian Forlange out wide. Janadil is one behind Silos Emery. Inside the final 10 furlongs as they return to their point of departure. Frodon and Kemboy, tracked by Conflated, Menelendo and Styrian Forlange. Delta Work has dropped a bit of ground, and then Janadil and the back marker remains Silos Emery as they jump the next on the far side. Heading towards Silos Emery has lost Sean O'Keefe at the back of the field. Heading to the next fence inside the final mile. And the second last ditch, not yet up. Sean O'Keefe, the jockey of Silos Emery. It's Frodon and Kemboy at the next, followed by Conflated. Manila Indo right in behind them with Styrian Forlange. Delta Work, and the new back marker is Janadil. Second last in the back straight. This is 5 from the finish. Frodon, who's kept to the inside throughout. Kemboy second, then Conflated, Asturian Furlonge next on the outside of Menelendo, and then Delta Work and Janadil heading to the last fence in the back straight. This is 4 fences from the finish, and it's Frodon up and over by 2 lengths to Kemboy. Conflated is there in between horses with Menelendo and Delta Work. Janadil and Asturian Furlonge, although the 2 back markers all close in behind as they head towards the third last fence and the final ditch. And Frodon is joined by Conflated, who's running a big race. In third is Kemboy, then Menelendo. Asturian Furlonge jumped into 5th. Driven along is Delta Work and Janadil in touch on the inside. Turning towards the second last, and Conflated has picked it up under Davy Russell and goes on. At the second last, Conflated over from Kemboy Paul Town, and Frodon is driven along on the inside to hold position for Bryony Frost and Menelendo. Delta Work next with Janadil, and no show from Asturian Furlonge, but into the straight. Conflated has kicked clear on the run to the final fence in the Paddy Power Irish Gold Cup. There's only one horse in it at this stage. Conflated with Menelendo trying to close as they come to the final fence. It's Conflated over from Menelendo, 5 lengths behind, but coming. Janadil's in third, and then Kemboy. Conflated from Menelendo, who's trying desperately hard on the outside. In third place is Janadil. It's Conflated and Davy Russell. There's a new name on the Paddy Power Irish Gold Cup. Conflated has won it in some style. From Menelendo, Janadil, Asturian Furlonge, Kemboy, Delta Work, and Frodon, the final finisher. What a change of luck to get for Gordon Elliott.
Well, Eddie O'Leary with me now. Eddie, a surprise to some, though I suggest not to everyone. This horse finally fulfilling all that promise today.
It's a big surprise to me.
Is it really?
A big surprise to me, and the trainer was right. I told him he's an idiot that he wouldn't run the handicap tomorrow.
And some ride from Davy Russell again, but it's not often that you see Davy Russell taking up a grade 1 over 3 miles that early on a horse who'd never won at this trip.
You'd have to trust him for getting the trip, and faces by Yates. He's a brother to a very fast horse. I forget his name. He's a brother to a very fast horse, good 2-miler, but by Yates, and Yates is a very good sire of staying horses.
So do you have a surprise Gold Cup string to your bow now?
If you can believe it, yes.
Any reason why you can't believe it? I mean, you've got the Gold Cup winner in second. You've got them all cooked between 2 out in the last.
He's a very nice young horse, and he jumped brilliantly the whole way around. And Davy gave him a super ride. He's a bit of a funny attitude because he hangs left and jumps right. So, but going that pace, it suited him because he didn't do any of it. So I believe that was a very good performance.
And I know you'll not quite often play down performances. You're not one to get carried away, and nor is Michael either. But the one thing you're in this game for still is to win Cheltenham Gold Cups.
Well, that's always the dream. It's always the dream. That was a fantastic from jockey and horse. Fantastic. Hopefully he's a nice young horse. Hopefully.
Well, I think we know he's a nice young horse.
Well, along with the Cheltenham.
Eddie, well done.
Thank you very much.
Well, here he is. Eddie O'Leary paid tribute to this man here, Gordon Elliott, because he said it was all your idea. He thought you were a complete idiot running him, and look what Conflated's gone and done.
Yeah, listen, I had to beg Eddie to run him the other day. I says, look, I want to know where I am, but this was great. Delighted he won. Delighted for the whole team of Cullen Tra, for Michael and Anita and the whole team of Jigginstown. It was great, so hopefully Michael will be watching. He's at the rugby, he'll enjoy it. Thank you.
He's a horse who was completely unexposed at this sort of test, Gordon, but you had him in the National, you had him in the Gold Cup, you'd peppered him with the entry.
Yeah, in fairness, thought something blown over there. He has a big engine, but he's quirky. But he's in everything, so we'll see how he is after today. We'll enjoy today.
But not as quirky as you might think, given the fact that Davy was content to take it up when he did.
He got in a lovely rhythm. After a mile, I says, wherever he finished, there's no excuse today. And I thought he sent him on a bit early, but Davy, you can't second guess him. He gave a brilliant ride, very happy.
And how much sweeter is it? You were second in the first, second in the second, second in the third. Yeah. You must have been bashing your head against the wall when Riviere d'Etel finished second.
Yeah, if you know me, you know I like winning, and this is a great place to be here, and just have the crowd back. But to win a Grade 1 today, we've been
and the Grade 1 as well, the Irish Gold Cup.
The Grade 1, yeah, the Grade 1. Listen, I've got a great team behind me, great owners. It's a pity Michael and Anita and all the kids can't be here, but hopefully they'll enjoy it looking at it.
This horse will be in the Gold Cup, won't he?
If I know Michael and Eddie, he will, but we'll see.
Top man, well done.
Thank you. Thanks.
Well, there you go. Irish Gold Cup goes to Conflated. Who? Yes, Conflated. Davy Russell has worn the Jigginstown Silks to victory in this historic race. Davy, did you come here today with any confidence?
Well, I understood that. You see, as a young horse, he showed an awful lot of ability. He was quite quirky and he done very strange things, but it was always there. And I know he won so well the last day that, look, we were in the mix. I hadn't my mind made up what way I was going to ride him until I got to the start, and it just kind of fell into place from there on in. I didn't, it's easy when you're riding that, an outsider like that, but Gordon was unbelievably confident. He was saying, look, he said, I don't know. He says, we think he's a grade 1 horse. We'll find out today. Ride him whatever way you want. And Camilla, who looks after him, then was very confident leading him up. She said he's actually in really, really good form. So, look, I had nothing to lose. I got to the start. I was happy where I was slotting in. And to be honest, after jumping 2 fences, I knew I was doing the right thing. And if he was good enough after that, then,
What did you make of the rhythm of the race as a whole? What did you make of what was going on around you in the early stages?
It came to my lad very, very easy. I didn't think there was a huge amount of pace. I think we went relatively slow, and it just kind of felt very easy for my lad today.
Which in some respects is not surprising because he had so much form over shorter, so he's in his comfort zone. But then when it came to the crunch, he kept going for you.
He did, and look, I took a bit of a risk. I quickened off the back of the second last night, ideal around here, but I was either going to be right or wrong. I thought if I grabbed 3 lengths, and I felt I'd saved enough all the way around, I travelled so well that if I grabbed 3 lengths and kept them, I'd win the race. But I just didn't want it. There was a lot of staying horses, and I felt that if I got in amongst them and got into a battle, then I wasn't sure what was going to happen there either. So I took the chance. I landed back to the second last, and I just let him rock and roll. And I got a fresh hold of him going to the last. He concentrated, and I knew then that he was paying attention to what was happening around him, and I was happy. Yeah.
Because I'm watching, thinking this is a very un-Russell-esque move to go from the back of the second last, as you put it. But was that a measure of the feel he'd given you through the race? If he hadn't given you that feel, would you have done something like that?
Yeah, I wouldn't. And that's, I suppose, from a rider's point of view, that's all we can go on. Like, we're going from at field the whole time, and sometimes that field can give you the wrong signals, but today it was giving me the signals to go, and I went. A lot of the time I'm a bit guilty for waiting, but today it felt right to go and get them 3 lengths because I had that bit of pace, and I felt that he may not show that pace going to the last, and if there was a mistake or something there, so I felt that the little bit of a pace that he has, I'd use it now and try and get him home from there.
Is he a Gold Cup horse?
Look, he is now. He wasn't at the start of the day, but he most certainly is now.
Are you going to have a tricky choice?
Gordon will make them decisions. Jack has been successful on this lad as well, and he's been successful on Galvin, and there'll be no choice. It'll just be, I'll do what I'm told, and Gordon will put every rider to suit whatever every horse, and it won't even involve me. Yeah.
Well done, Davy.
Thanks very much, Nick. Thank you.